I wonder how many people are waiting for the quintessential quintuplet reactions on YouTube. Since it's been maybe weeks now after the opening reactions they watch. Very true. And here's the thing. Here's a secret that I'm going to let you guys on. If you don't know what's happening, I made a video recently saying I'm sorry. And that video was clickbait title, which is also this video's clickbait title. But the I'm sorry meant there's so many seasonal weekly videos happening right now that there are just simply not enough time to be covering community series. If you don't know how the content schedule works, this is how it happens. The main priority every day, there is 5 videos that we record and edit. Technically, it's more than that because on the main channel, what do you get? You get 4 YouTube reactions and then you get 4 anime reactions. All of these will be uploaded in 3-hour intervals where we go anime reaction, YouTube reaction, anime reaction, YouTube reaction, and so on and so on. You see the workflow, right? But technically, it's actually 4 anime reactions that I need to send to Sir Gregor to edit, and a cartoon reaction, which is a Ben 10, which happens on a daily basis. So knowing that slot, you can now understand that 4 slots of the anime reactions, the priority obviously is the weekly seasonal content because there's time sensitive. Community series can just wait, and there's not a time to upload them. Therefore, whenever there's weekly seasonal happening on a day, those will take the slots up first, and if we have time, then we fill the rest with the community series. Right now, it's actually so messed up. Yesterday and today, I'm actually not even reacting to cartoons. I'm doing 5 seasonal anime because there's so many seasonal weekly series right now that we have to cover. And they're doing well enough where I don't even want to drop them. And this is a problem in a way. The issue is that we're no longer able to upload the community series. But that's kind of a good thing. And hear me out from like a content creator's like a business strategy perspective. Think about anime reactions as like a finite resource. As in, if you cover so many different animes, you run out of animes to cover. Now, there's so many series that exist that I don't think it's even possible for us to ever run out. But these community series are completed old animes where you're kind of like, once you're finished with like, let's say Sword Art Online, ReZero, or other big projects like Toro, right? It's done. You can't cover it again. Seasonal animes keeps coming out. So what do you think is better? Farming weekly seasonals that keep drip feeding in while keeping a huge reserve and backlog of good old series, like that could be community series, or ignoring these time-sensitive weekly seasonals, even if they don't perform as well as the community series. Do you think that it's better in my, like think about it from like a resource perspective? It makes sense that seasonal weeklies, being able to farm them and saving a backlog of community series is better in the long run. So that is the secret of content creators, right? That's the secret where, yes, it sucks that Steins Gate, Index, quintessential quintuplets got voted in is not being uploaded at a rate which is satisfactory. But at the same time, it's actually good for me in a business sense to be able to crank out all these seasonal weeklies first and get the viewership there and be able to grow like that rather than rely on community series. I want to start dropping shows. I definitely need to start dropping shows because here's another thing. Once we grow so much and we neglect these community series, people are going to forget that we even voted in Steins Gate or Index or stuff like that. The nature of your audience changes as you start growing over month. And if you've ignored that show for a long time, people will leave. So at that point, there may come a point where, let's say in about like a month or so, I don't know how long it's going to take, right? We're still trying to cover all these weekly series and see what's happening so we can start culling off some shows and bringing some community series back in. Like Steins Gate is almost done. That's perfectly fine. And then we're probably going to start quintessential quintuplets immediately after Steins Gate. But what about Index? Could you imagine a scenario where because we've held off for so long prioritizing weekly series, and because our channel keeps growing at a significant rate, that by the time I upload the next Index episode, it performs so bad because the new people coming in never even voted in Index? Do you see what I'm saying? So at that point, what do? Do I just drop the show, pull for something new with the brand new audience, and give them the community series that they want? It's a very unfortunate scenario what's happening right now, but at the same time, in the back of my mind, it's actually kind of okay. But I just wanted to like explain to you like the thought process of like anime reactions, the resource management, how I pick the workflow of like how many videos are we going to send, to edit for Sir Gregor? How many YouTube videos are we watching? Which ones are going to take priority? And what can we fill in when there are no weekly series? That's kind of the idea.